Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of NasCard Radio. This is episode 243 of NasCard Radio, where trading cards and racing meet. I'm Pal Val. With me is the man, the myth, the legend, PSA, and White Castle Hall of Famer, Logan. Logan, how are you today tonight?
I'm feeling like a wiener. I'll explain that later.
Okay. And then we're happy to have Mr. Misha Wines, Panini America. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Of course. How are y'all?
We're good. Counting down, I guess, the days, hours to Donruss, hopefully. So we have a great show for everybody today. We're going to do racing recap. We're going to talk about Panini Instant, new card this week, and there's a variation. We'll talk about that. And Misha cover years. We're going to talk about ePack, the 23XI Superman, and then we're going to talk about 2025 Donruss. The checklist has dropped, and we were going to dive into the checklist. And Misha has brought some show and tell, and hopefully show us or tell us about some of the stuff we can't get from the sales sheet that's on the checklist. So, anything else I missed? I think that's it. So,
Housekeeping.
yes, housekeeping. Thank you very much. Where is that over there? Here. Oh yeah, I want to thank our sponsor, Panini America, of course, and shout outs to Chase Blaylock, Misha Wines, Young Cabbage, Kyle Katz, Jason Freeman, Ribbit Racing Breaks, Robbie's Hobbies, Beans Ball Card Blog, and State 48 Sports Cards for the Rumble and YouTube comments. We read them, so please leave them.
Any new subscribers?
No new subscribers this week. Rumble or YouTube. Yep. I think everybody was too busy checking out last week's episode with Lucas. He had a lot of good information in there. So,
Yeah. So before we get going too far into this,
yeah.
as we record today,
Yeah.
today is Richard Petty's 88th birthday. Happy birthday to the king. We love you, Richard Petty. So that's really cool.
Yeah. Many more.
And many more. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. Okay. Let's just jump into the racing recap and get that knocked out. Over in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, that was race number 15. That was the Luna 150 Saturday, June 28th at Lime Rock Park, Lakeview, Connecticut. And Corey Heim was our winner. Highest special rookie was Gio Ruggiero at position 3.
I
And
wonder if he's going to have a card anytime soon.
not in Donruss, but I don't want to spoil somebody else. Let's see. All right. No, that is not Corey Heim. Wrong Corey Heim. That's Corey Heim. Yeah, he's back to his winning ways. And first cards for him 2022 Donruss. It has Ray Rookie and the different parallels. Signature Series. He's in Chronicles. Clearly Donruss and Magnitude Obsidian with signatures as well. Pinnacle with Pinnacle autographs. Select autographs. And Spectra. You can also find him in 2022 Panini Prism. Card number 6. And Spotlight Signatures. He's also National Treasures 2022. He's got his base card, Rising Stars, and rookie signatures.
Go Corey Heim.
And our highest finished rookie, Gio Ruggiero, position 3. No cards for him yet. Next race, number 17, is going to be the T Sports 200 at Lucas Oil and Indianapolis Raceway Park, Friday, July 25th. They are going to be off for a few weeks. It's like F1, they're taking a summer off.
That's
Gio will have cards coming this year.
Okay.
Just be patient.
Good.
All right. By the end of 2025 or 2025 product?
25 products.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Hopefully that's by the end of 2025.
You like how I worded that one? All right. Let's move over to the Xfinity Series. That was race number 17, and that was the Focus Tail 250 Friday, June 27th at EchoPark Speedway, aka Atlanta, and Hampton, Georgia. Nick Sanchez was our winner. Highest finisher rookie was Nick Sanchez, position one.
Yeah, he did good.
And the rookies, looking at the top 10, there's like 2, 4, 6 out of the top 10 were rookies.
Dang.
So they liked Atlanta.
They
So,
do.
and it seems like we have not talked about Nick Sanchez in a while.
No, well, that's his first win in Xfinity.
Right? I used to, I guess, talking about him when he was in truck. But his first card's 2022 Donruss as well. That's a good year. He's a rated rookie there, and in Chronicles, Clear Vision, clearly Donruss Contenders, Obsidian, Spectra, Stars and Stripes, and Zenith. It's in Panini Prism in 2022, and also in 2022 Panini National Treasures. He's got a lot of cards in National Treasures. I was surprised to see that he has more than Corey Heim, but Rising Stars, Rookie Patch Autographs, Rookie Signatures, Midnight, Jumbo Fire Suits, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and he does all the different poses. He's got the crossed arms. He's got the hands on the hips. He's got it all. He's got his hands behind his back. I mean, he's got it going on.
Yeah, they have the low view, side view, top overhead view. You guys did a great job that year.
Yeah, but his autograph leaves a little bit to be desired.
Let me go back. Did he go to the Ty Gibbs School of Signatures?
I think he
He sure
did.
did.
He signs like that in person too, so he's consistent at least.
Gotcha. Next race number 18. That's going to be a low loop 110 Chicago Street Course, Saturday, July 5th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Moving over to the Cup Series. That was race number 18, and that was the Quick State 400 available at Walmart Monday, June 30th. And I don't know why it's that, but anyway, Echo Park Speedway, Hampton, Georgia. Chase Elliott was our winner. Highest finished rookie was Shane Van Gisbergen, position 24.
Wow,
Yeah, well, it's only the two of them, so
that's true.
it's not as competitive or as some of the other Xfinity or truck or whatever. So, but with Chase, we haven't talked about him for a little bit here, but you can find him in the 1997 Press Pass and Pinnacle Racer. Little baby Chase.
He's a little baby.
Yes. And then in 2011 Wheels Element, we have card number 99, the Undiscovered Element, the different versions with the green, red, black, purple, and also Undiscovered Element autographs, serial number to 225 or the red version out of 25.
You know, his autograph has drastically changed over the years.
Yeah, not too bad, but it definitely has changed. I don't know really of anybody who hasn't changed over time. Even Richard Petty's has changed over time.
That's
Not
true.
much, but and then our highest finishing rookie, he has the 2013 V8 cars, and then he had cards in 2024 Donruss. 2 cards there with the different parallels. Burning Rubber. He's in Donruss Optic as well. Optic signatures. He's in Select with card number 29, 129, and 229 with the different parallels. And Panini Prism, card number 87, driver portrait and a car card. 2 versions there, and sensational signatures, and also in National Treasures in 2024. and treasured moments as well, national treasures.
Cool. We love us some SVG here on the show.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then race number 19, the Grant Park 165 Chicago Street Course, Sunday, July 6th at 2 p.m. Eastern. That's gonna be on
That's
TNT Sports.
Let's keep our fingers crossed for no freaking rain.
I want a little rain, just a little bit.
Kind
Not
of
a,
like
not a
at the Mexico
deluge, just a
race.
little bit of rain. Make it a little wet.
I could
Well,
go for just a quick shower. That's
Make
it.
them use rain tires for one stint and then let them go.
I'm just
I,
glad.
I'm good
Go
with
ahead.
that. I
Okay.
said I'm good with that.
I totally missed the race. I thought I was getting recorded, but apparently my system wasn't set up to record on TNT. So it is now. So
Wow.
yeah, I mean, well, it's like following a bouncing ball here. It's like let's do a little bit over here of Fox. Let's go to Prime. Let's go to TNT. Let's go to CW. I mean, I don't. Anyway, my my recorders can't keep up. So, but eventually. So looking forward to
Yeah. So
seeing this
Val,
one.
the '90s called and they want their VCR back.
I wish I had a VCR. It's not even VCR. It's my provider. I got a small provider. So
Oh, okay.
anyway, over in IndyCar, they're off. Next race Sunday, July 6th at the Mid Ohio Sports Car Course, Lexington, Ohio, and that's going to be the Grand Prix of Mid Ohio at 2 p.m. Eastern.
That's coincidental that the Grand Prix of Mid Ohio is going to be in Mid Ohio.
Yeah, it's conspiracy. Has anybody seen the F1 movie?
I went and saw it the other night. I have to admit, it was actually pretty good. But if you look at it from an extreme race fan view, you're going to be going like they can't do all that crap. But if you're looking at it from purely entertainment and the storyline, it I thought it was pretty good.
Well, I was watching it and I'm thinking, man, I wish they NASCAR would get off their butt and do something good. And if you're going to go pure race fan, Days of Thunder does not hold up to the pure race fan. So
No, oh no, God.
I don't know many, really any racing movie that holds up to the race fan. So, I mean,
Cars.
yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay, so that's the end of the race recap.
It
Cars. That was a good one.
was a good one.
All right, let's jump over to Panini Instant this week. Since I didn't really get to watch it, but I can go get Panini Instant and relive the moment that Chase Elliott won. So we have the the 101 non-auto at 130 and the non-auto 1 of 5 40, and then our autos 101 auto is 300 and the 1 of 10 auto is 80. So they'll be up. I think we're recording Wednesday night, and I think they're going to sale Thursday, so they'll be up for a few days for at least for the base. So
Sweet.
What do y'all think about those prices? I think those are fair for Chase Elliott. They're about what market to 10, what those are going for. The 101's going about those areas.
yeah, I think it's going right. It's not like the dual Zillage and Chase Earnhardt or nothing like that. So I thought it's somewhat reasonable. 300 for the 101. So
Yeah.
Someone's going to buy them no matter what, whether
Oh
to
yeah.
keep or to flip. So it hurts the collectors, but it's we're in the business of making money on that. The,
yeah, we can have a whole conversation about if you price it lower, flippers get it, and you leave some juice for somebody else, and they're gonna flip it. So you guys are getting the big squeeze out of it.
Wow, look at you with the juice analogies here.
Yeah, same my first rodeo. Yeah. All right, now I thought we had talked about this. We learned about this, and I guess I kind of realized we never really talked about it on a show. But the Panini Instant for Kyle Larson, I think is it number 12? I think There's a little variation where the date is March 23rd, 2005 or 2025. So I can't remember what the print run was. I think it was like 149 or something. I don't know where that flip was made, but just letting the folks know they're out there. So it's the first variation I've seen on Panini Instant. I don't know, Misha, if you've seen variations on any other ones, but I know there was none in 16, 17, or 2024
So
in
this was
racing.
this. I wouldn't even call this. This is nowhere near a variation. This is just a straight up. Wow, we missed that. It's a straight up error.
Okay, straight up error.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hide anything on this one. I saw that. I looked through it one last time. Like, hold up, pause this, reprint, and do that. Yeah.
So it was
So
interesting that they got out the door. I guess
yeah, that frustrated me a little bit because that's something we. If we have 6 people look at this, 6 people need to catch that.
Wow.
That I don't even know how many people we actually have eyes on it. I don't look at the card most of the time. I do now a lot more since this happened, but I'm technically not on the instant team, and I don't want to like overstep my bounds unless it's something like this.
yeah, I'm not looking to assign blame or anything. I just
Right.
I just thought it was interesting, and I have not seen this happen before. I guess what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, has this happened to any other
Not
instant
that I know
runner?
of.
So, like I said, they kind of caught me as it was a first that it got out. So, considering, I mean, how many Panini Instant cards have been made in the last? Well, I guess this guy started in 14 or 15, maybe probably 15. So, you guys have made a bunch.
Yeah. This one specifically, it they had printed and packaged probably at least a dozen of them before the error was caught.
Okay,
So they didn't want to reprint shipping labels or anything. So I don't know. Either way, some of them got out. They're error cards. Maybe adds a couple bucks on value. So
right.
good
So,
for the ones who got it.
well, and that's what I'm putting it out there so folks know about it, and if they're trying to collect and they're a Larson collector and they have the one, you check their supply and maybe they want to pick up the other version as well. So again,
There's still the same amount of cards though.
the 149, I think it was.
Yep.
Hmm.
There
So that's
weren't like 50 errors and then oh crap, we need 149 real like corrected ones. It's still 149. Just the
total run.
first 50 are errors. Yeah.
Right.
Make that nice and clear for everybody.
Well,
Well, I'll
thank
have
you.
to get me one of those because Val and I are collecting the whole set, and we're spending a lot of money.
I'm not getting my set signed this year.
I try to get the just dive off on a tangent is the championship cards. Try to get the championship cards signed by 2016 Jimmy Johnson and 2017 uh Truex, and then get a Logano from last year. So, but
Yeah, good luck with Truex. I'm in the same boat.
well, I already got him for
Oh,
17. So I'm yeah 2017. Yeah, I've been slowly like on. I got some Logano signed, and I think I got a Carl Edwards when I saw him at the hall. Anyway, um, it's a fun little set and not mass produced. So anyway, all right, real quick, ePack. So we talked about, I guess it was last week, we about the other Tyler Reddick one. This week they're coming out with a Tyler Reddick 2. Here's the images for them. The silvers are a little different last time. They were 1 out of 10. They're still at 1 out of 10 this time, but the gold was 1 out of 15 last 1 out of 25 last time. Their gold autos now at a 150. So, and then they're out till July 8th at 6 a.m. Pacific time. And I think the movie maybe it's July 11th or something. So I don't know if this is the last one, but for those who are Tyler Reddick super fans or whatever doing the ePack. So
Was that a
Yeah.
pun, Val?
what?
Super fans for
Super
his
fans?
Superman car.
Oh no, but thank you. It was subconscious. So, but they had the ePack last year, which was just really just a virtual card. And I don't know if I picked up one or two. Anyway, I've got a bunch of people trying to trade me one of the physical cards for that thing. So,
Yeah, I bought 10 packs of card number 2, and I did get one silver.
all right, so
So
you got the odds.
I made the odds. That's good. I was hoping a gold would pop up out of there, but you know what? They they didn't love gold for me.
No, no, they didn't. So, anyway, all right, that's it for the ePack. Uh, let's see. Yeah. All right, let's go to the big main topic here. 2025 Donruss.
Okay. Before we get really rolling with this,
Uh oh.
do you guys know who the founders of Donruss are?
hmm Don and Russ.
What's their last name?
Cards.
One's trading and the other one's cards.
Don and Russ
They're from
Wiener.
Wiener.
Wiener. That's
They're
why I was feeling
brothers.
like a wiener tonight.
They're brothers.
Don and Russ Wiener. Yes, they
I
were
did not know
brothers.
that. And well, they where are they at? Nashville?
No, they're
No,
out of here, Memphis.
Memphis. Why not? I thought it was anyway. Don't worry.
Donruss
Okay.
was here for years. It was a great thing. I don't know if I've told this before, but when I used to work at the computer center fixing computers, they would bring their computers to us to repair. And I could always tell when their computers were there because they all smelled like bubble gum. Seriously, they all smelled like it was so cool.
Well, I was
So,
gonna say I can kind of relate. When I worked at Lance, we can always tell when they were doing the kneecots. You can smell it in the air. So,
oh yeah, I love that smell.
because it was like the graham cracker. Anyway, that's really
But yeah,
cool.
Don
Because
Don and Russ Wiener, they were from Memphis. Of course, Panini, Misha's gang got they bought the rights to everything for Donruss. So no more Donruss here.
I can just see a young Logan dumpster diving.
We tried that a few times and there was really wasn't much. So I just gave up on it.
Okay,
The stuff that was in there was literally junk. It was the junk of the junk.
the junk of the junk. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, 2025 Donruss Racing.
Yes, one of us here has actually QC'd a case, so two
Oh,
cases. And he was nice enough to share some photos. We'll go to the photos first, I guess. Well,
Sure. Yeah.
so here's some. The Connoisseurs over there on the right with the red parallel.
Let's see. So the Richard Petty is a purple Velocity. That's numbered to 59, I believe. Um, then you have the Hollow Unleashed of Jimmy Johnson, and your red rated rookie parallel of Connor Zilic, numbered to 299.
is that gold foil on that?
It is gold foil, yes.
Ooh, we love gold. We love gold. There you go.
Here's some more. We have the Frankie Muniz Connoisseur auto. That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this the Frankie Muniz is the Hollow Silver rated rookie. Obviously, it's an optic, and then the optic signatures Connor Zilic rated rookie, and then the Justin Haley suited up swatches, which is 9 of 10 with a nice laundry tag in there.
Very
And for
nice.
the people, apparently there's still people who don't fully understand that suited up swatches is all fire suit, pedal to the metal is all sheet metal, and um, burning
Burning
rubber is
rubber.
all tire.
Okay.
Just putting that out there. Their memorabilia specific sets, same as last year.
I like that.
And then I'm looking forward to this. I believe this is new.
Yes, Spellbound. I was sorting through the piles and I saw that and I'm like, well, this is going to be a fun chase set because it gives people the actual desire. It's a built-in desire to complete sets for inserts instead of just completing the dollar per card 15 card sets. Here you get the cool parallels. You want to match all the parallels, and you want to spell out the names, obviously.
I'm going to be spelling other stuff.
Yes, I know you are. That
Yeah,
is a
you will.
gold ice, by the way. That is a gold ice spellbound.
So for the folks at home who are not familiar, when you see a case, what happens to all those hits?
So the top hits, anything probably over a certain value, we send back to the printer. Say, hey, these need to be in the print. These need to be in production, so collectors can pull them. So
So the line has not been totally run; it's still in
it,
process.
yeah, we can. It's still in progress. It's not stopped. So
Okay.
there was one. There was an NT card that someone signed because they signed number or 3 for Dale. They inscribed it that we pulled an NTQC, and then I saw it got pulled on like a whatnot stream. But that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
It's like I was the first one to pull that.
Yeah,
Very cool. All right. That's all of the images here. Let me share screen and go to the Donruss checklist. So if you're not familiar, you can go to Panini America's website under checklist and then navigate and you select what you want with the racing 2025 Donruss and then Donruss and then you have your different subsets here. I pulled out the rated rookies because I figured we'd dive into that first with Connor Zillage, which we knew about. Butterbean has an rated rookie. Uh, Caden Honeycutt, Austin Beers, Brent Cruz, Frankie Muniz, and Luke. What's his last name?
Penthouse.
Penthouse.
Yes.
So those are rated rookies for 2025.
That's
Yes.
going to be a stellar class.
And there's 2 more to come. So there's 9 total rookies this year. 2 more were deals were locked in after the checklist was finalized.
So how do those find their way in?
Those 2 will just be in next sets for 2025.
Okay, so not they're not going to be in
We won't
Donruss,
like
but they'll
yeah, we
be
won't
in
add
Select or
anything
okay,
to.
that's what I want to know. Okay,
They'll be in Select and Prism and
so
NT, and
Select will have these
we'll
plus the
have
additional two.
yes, there'll be 9 for the rest of the remaining 4 programs.
Gotcha. Okay, that's great to know. Um, let's see. Go look at the base if you want. With Zane Smith being card number 1,
I'll
and
be honest with you. I just throw this. I get my list, throw it in a randomizer, put it in that way because it makes sure I don't miss anything. Because if I go like numerical order down the entry lists, I get everyone. No one is left out, and then I can go backfill with legends and retired guys.
Alan Quickie, I think, has got a Donruss this year.
Yep,
That's pretty
That's
cool.
that's a first for him, I believe.
I believe so.
and Davey.
I didn't see Dave in there, but I'm not saying he's not.
If I didn't put Davey in there, I'll be kicking myself.
Ah, card number 93.
Yes,
So you did it. Good job.
yay!
So we have a 100 card set, and with the last group being the rated rookies, we have 10 slingshots this year with Richard Petty, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Alex Bowman, Ross Chastain, Jimmy Johnson, Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, Tony Breidinger, and Connor Zillage.
Yeah, if Zillage can be in a set, he's gonna be in the set. That's the thing. Just
Got
like
to.
Egan a few years ago, if she can be in it, she's gonna be in it.
Wow. Well, he'll be taking over Suarez's ride anyway next year.
And then we have 10 downtowns with Kyle Larson, Shane Van Gisbergen, Connor Zillers, Ty Gibbs, Chase Elliott, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Alan Quickie with the downtown,
That's cool.
Davey Allison with the downtown, Martin Truex Jr., and Richard Petty.
That's going to be cool. So, Misha, how often can we get a downtown out of a case?
So, gonna get you for this one. Um,
Well, I mean,
Hot
you
seat.
guys
I'll
open
tell
up
you.
some
Hold on, I'll tell
cases.
you. Yeah. So, previous years you can expect to get one at every case. It's a case hit, so it's guaranteed. Nothing's ever guaranteed on that level, unless it is specifically written in copy, in on editorial, etc. But these are not going to be a case by case hit because if you're buying a case just for the downtown, you're going to lose money no matter what. Because go buy it on the secondary market. Go buy a case because you want to buy a case because you like ripping packs, you're chasing other things. So open two to four cases, you should hit one. But also with a rookie class featuring Connor Zilic, you're not going to be the downtowns are going to sell less than what a Zilic, what a good low number Zilic would sell for. That's the thing. It's backed up by a really strong rookie,
Right. So, yeah,
which you're
Zillich
guaranteed per case
101.
is a couple Zilic rookies per case.
So is downtown a hobby exclusive
Yes, it is.
and slingshot
Retail only.
retail only? Okay. So don't look for don't look for the slingshots in the hobby.
And then we're going to have the souvenir swatches are retail only. Okay. So
You,
that's
you
good.
saw you saw last week. He took ownership of that one. So
We'll see what happens.
Oh,
I'm trying.
did I not have that on the big screen? You guys
no,
didn't
No,
you
tell
did
me?
not.
Oh
no.
man, why didn't you guys tell me?
I thought you just wanted to talk about them.
No. Man, see the high we get when we have a low budget show.
Yeah, we're accepting donations.
Ay ay ay. All right. Well, I apologize for all that. I can go back and show you. So, any other souvenir swatches we talked about? And
So if you're looking at souvenir swatches, look at Richard Childress. So where's Mr. Childress? There he is. 19.
yep.
That is all. He wore all that. Everything in that Richard Childress souvenir swatches cards, those are all worn by Richard. We got his button downs. We got 6 of his button downs.
Does it have like the RCR logo and stuff? Will there be?
Those are small, but there are 101s that will should feature them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, get some prime Richard Petty mem or Richard Childress mem.
Well,
Get some buttons.
with him being in the Hall of Fame, I mean, those are actually going to be really nice.
Oh yeah, and there's some on here. If there's tire or sheet metal, then could just be that there was never a COA to be found, like a team didn't send a COA or they didn't. It just didn't come with one. It
Right.
could be race used, but yeah, you could pull a really nice patch off the jackets too.
Yeah, that's what we've heard. We've heard there's some really nice patches. So we'll see how that goes.
So, is the Race Kings their own set now?
Yes,
So it used to be, I guess, the beginning of Donruss, but now they're
yeah,
their own.
subset. And then
Okay.
I saw that I'm like, it doesn't need. There's no point in doing it like this. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't affect the value of anything. So
Okay.
yeah, but
So
then
we got
the Race Kings being completely out of it, that was not on me. We just went straight 100 base, and then the rest was inserts.
Right, and there are no retro cards. Those are
Right.
gone.
0 car cards as well.
Yeah, I take the retros. I'm a sucker for the
Yeah,
old Donruss
yeah.
designs for the
If
retros.
you, but going through the QC today with only a 100 card base set, the duplication can be rough in the mix. Like you're gonna,
Well, it was that same way with the Donruss. If you got the same box, you need to get like two different boxes to make a set. If you got two of
yeah,
the same boxes, you were getting lots of dupes. So,
yeah. So if you look for one person in one case, you're gonna pull 10+ of their card. So
so
Wow. You
dialed in
know,
autos. Good.
I was going to say, Prism always seemed like, was it Prism that I had all the collation issues where I would get like 10,
Chronicles.
huh? Was it Chronicles?
Chronicles.
Oh, that's right. It was Chronicles. I'd get like 10 of one driver and I would get 0 of another one. That was not cool.
yeah,
But
it's just a bad mix at the factory.
yeah,
And then coming attractions.
This is all guys who probably have a cup career, full time cup career in their future.
That's a good list. Connor Zillage, William Sawich, Lane Riggs, Jesse Love, Rajah Caruth, Carson Quapple, Corey Heim, Sam Mayer, Christian Eckes, and Sheldon Creed.
In 10 years, I bet 8 of those guys have full time cup rides.
I bet it's before then.
Before then, yeah, okay.
That's cool. So coming attractions, okay. And we talked about the burning rubber materials. How big is that set? Another 20 cards, okay.
You see
Not too
some
bad.
legend, see a Dale Jr. You'll see Zamora. We just have a ton of tire from her that we have to burn somehow because we don't want to pay taxes on inventory.
Gotcha. There's a little bit of accounting there.
Yep, exactly.
And let's see, we talked about the base. We have red, white, and blue, red and blue, purple. Anything else that some of the bigger things that we want to call out? I know like slingshots, downtowns are biggies.
Uh, check out the Spellbound checklist.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. You
That
can
was
spell
just.
race car.
Oh, there it is.
So this is a 40, okay. A lot of Larson.
Yep. A 5 Larson or 6 Larson.
A few Chase Elliott's as well. Wow.
Yeah, because it's all their last names. So it's.
Yeah.
But what we did, I said, we're not using the same photo on each letter. We're going to use a different photo for each letter, so it's a good variety. And
Nice.
if you're wondering on something like Earnhardt, where there's 2 A's, just go by card back, the number of the card. Because one of them's going to be 25, the other one's going to be 29 or whatever.
Okay.
And that'll tell you the order of the A's, that kind of
Cool.
thing.
So
I was going to ask that question, so you beat me to it.
so the retail only material, what is that?
The souvenir swatches.
Okay. Oh, that's the gold version.
And that's the one with the Richard Childress being owner worn.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and of course with Spellbound. I mean, can I spell Rumpelstiltskin? You think?
Go. There's no U.
So that's actually worn. I thought Lucas had mentioned that there's some materials that are not worn.
Yeah, most of it is not worn. Some of the jackets,
Okay, so
but this
that'll
is
stay
just a
on
way to
the
get.
back of the card.
It's all going to say authentic memorabilia. Shutter. It's all going to say authentic memorabilia, but the Richard Childress I can say for 100% fact is he wore.
Okay.
So
And
that'd be
there's
the
still going to
one.
be some like race used tires and stuff. We just couldn't tie it back to anybody.
Okay. So I guess I'll have to look at the cards for that.
Yeah,
There should be a distinction on the back.
it makes like you can see souvenir swatches. It's pretty obvious to find them to see what they look like.
Okay.
Let's see what else is there. Season highlights. We brought that one back from last year. There it is. Season highlights.
Looking for the base.
Any one of those will do. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So Logano's 3-time champion, Allgaier's winning.
Blaney.
Blaney is was that
Championship?
the no, that was Blaney's his win at Iowa, I think. Zilich winning at the Glen, Larson, I don't remember what Larson's was. Andres winning rookie or the ARCA title. Reddick winning at Homestead, I think. And then Byron, Daytona. His first Dale Jr. running Bristol again. Hocevar, Rookie of the Year.
Okay. All right. Well,
let's check out that signature list. Go base optic signatures or signature series. It's a couple different sets. Yeah.
Danica Patrick.
We never have her in a set.
I know. But wouldn't you be so bummed to pull a Danica Patrick 1/1 auto?
I wouldn't be bummed about it because her market is strong.
Exactly. That's why she's in there.
Brittany Zamora.
Burning off a contract. So this is the weaker set of autographs.
Right.
Brent Cruz rookie autographs. Austin Beers, Honeycutt, Zilich has some. Breidinger, Jack Roush, Chocolate Pioneers.
What'd you say, Logan?
Dale Jarrett, and there's also Kenny Wallace. We need to try to get him on the show.
Yeah, Jack Roush, Chocolate Myers.
Yeah, some older school ones.
Very good. Very good. And what was the other one you said was
base optic signatures.
Base
there it is.
Optic.
Did I see Caitlin Park on there?
Keep scrolling.
Who? Logan Ward Burton.
Yep, Will Burton. No, I said, did we see Caitlin Clark on there?
No.
Otherwise, it'd be a $3,000 product.
Yeah. Keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling.
Maybe you guys should
base optic signatures.
Maybe you guys should throw a Caitlin Clark auto in there.
I mean, we technically could. We'd have a reason to with Josh Berry, but other than that, that'd be a tight squeeze. Gordon,
some Panini Instant buybacks.
Let's see. Petty, Gordon, Darrell Waltrip,
Keselowski,
Kenseth,
Chase Elliott.
You got to have Ty Dillon.
He's somewhere, I'm sure.
Kevin Harvick, Bill Elliott.
He's Austin Dillon.
Close.
Lane Riggs, Jeremy.
There's Ty Dillon, 73.
Denny Hamlin, Ty Dillon, Austin Hill, Jesse Love, Connor Mozak, Sheldon Creed, Anthony Alfredo, Shane Van Gisbergen.
That's a huge checklist. How many are there?
That's 93.
Damn.
But there's some that we don't have deals with. And then Optic Rated Rookies has the same. All the rated rookies except Muniz have autos.
A lot of autos.
Is Vinny Miller in there?
Probably.
He is
Oh,
not. Well,
If he's
nope,
not, I'm going to be sad.
he's not.
I'm sad.
Okay.
he'll be in the new product. I'll tell you that. You'll still get Vinnie Miller this year.
All right. Well, good.
It just wouldn't be. It just wouldn't be a season without a Vinnie Miller card.
Hey, we love Vinnie Miller here.
I can tell.
All right. Well, that's that's a lot of stuff in there. So we're looking forward to that. Do we know? Do we already talk about maybe possibly when it's dropping? It could be somewhere in July, I guess. Going to be out for the
Um,
national.
I've our site said it was today. I guess it got pushed. My internal site said it was today. Steel City has like the 26th or something. So
Right.
literally right before the national. DA Card World has like the 13th or 15th.
Well, hopefully
Oh,
there'll be silver packs for it.
that's what I was
Hmm.
thinking.
And then Steel City didn't have a date, so it's somewhere between now and the end of July. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So everybody keep their eyes out for it. And
Yeah.
then I guess retail will be about the same time or a few weeks later
Yeah.
with blasters and the megas.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm looking down on Logan.
Hold on.
There you go. All right. Pretty bunch over here.
It's a story.
Yeah.
Have
for, for the old
a
timers.
lovely Misha.
All right, Logan. Before we go to King's Court, do you have anything? You have any hot takes you want to do, or we have
Yeah,
time for
yeah.
that?
Let's do a hot take. We haven't done a hot take in a few weeks. I got a good one for y'all. Oh wow, look at that. We have a NASCAR radio hot take. Okay, I'm going to propose this to you guys. All right, everybody talks about NASCAR cards being underpriced, right? Well, let's look at it this way. NASCAR cards are normally priced, and all of the like ultra modern and modern, stick and ball sports cards are extremely overpriced. So, what do you guys think about that? Do you concur with that? You got any thoughts about that? That's what I'm thinking.
Uh, for me, I think because NASCAR's bubble is so small, we can press like the envelope. We can push the envelope a little bit more, and then it all comes back down. It compresses again until the next release, so it keeps values down. There's not always a constant cycle of different rookies popping up, different guys having really good seasons, etc. Where football, basketball, baseball, you could have a start like one rookie starting really hot, and then their values just spiking, which carries some of the other guys. I don't know, but I I think we're appropriately priced because we can't burst through the bubble of having one guy cause super high prices. So when you get these rookie quarterbacks come in, they're the ones who drive the market.
Well, call me an old fart, call me what you want to call me, but to me, in my opinion only, there is no modern card that is a seven figure or a six figure or really even a five figure card. That to me, that is so hyped and so artificially inflated. I just cannot see that. I can't fathom that. And it makes absolutely no sense that somebody can go, oh, wow, I can pull $1 million card out of a pack. That just makes that's just ludicrous to me. And that's how I feel about it.
Well, we don't usually see a hot rookie at the highest level. Now, this year is a little different. We do have drivers that are running for Rookie of the Year that have won races. Zillage in Xfinity, he has a shot maybe at winning the championship. I don't know the last time a rookie won the championship. That wasn't. I don't even know if it was Truck. So I don't think we have to worry about the SVG winning the championship in Cup. But Zillage might have a good shot at Xfinity, and I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe Chase Elliott. I don't know, Suarez, one of those guys, maybe won Rookie of the Year and won the championship. But so we don't have that like where you have a football player that's a hot rookie, and then he leads his team to the Super Bowl, and then just hypes up. But I think we're going to see some prices with Zillis this year.
I will agree with that, but again, I just don't feel like these ultra modern cards are worth these kind of prices. It's all hype, and it is, again, it's artificially inflated.
Now I will
This market cannot last like this. It just cannot.
now I will agree with you that none of the cards coming out of for NASCAR is going to be a four-figure card. Three figures, that's where I go. I can see that Zillage being a three figure, his 101 and some of this other stuff and SVG.
If you go off what we saw by instant sales for Zillich, I know they're flippers, but there's people who are willing to buy high priced NASCAR cards. I think some of these Zillich 101s, some of the golds, might reach 750. The 101 gold vinyl auto, I think that's a $1,500 card.
I think that'll cross the four-figure barrier. I agree with that.
Yeah,
It's
I agree
very
with that.
few and far between, but Zillich will be the one carrying it.
But we don't have multiples of those, I guess. And to your point, where those are starting to feed off each other and trying to escalate. So we don't have, a few of those, and they're not in the cup level, and they're not. We don't see them year in, year out every year. So we have been in some lulls. We had 2016. There was a lot of great rookies in there, and as they've come up for the last few years, that's helping some of the older stuff. But I think our rookie class has been, I don't say necessarily weak, but they're just not, I guess, driving some of the sales that we saw before. So, but Zillage might be bringing maybe some new eyes and some new life. And Panini Instant is definitely helping with his card last year and the cards this year. So,
We also have Frankie Muniz this year. There's no autos, but a couple golds. Frankie's might hit $500-600 just because of his mainstream popularity.
This is true.
possible. I guess we'll have to see about that.
But still, think about it. Let's say a $400-500 card in these days and times. That's not anything compared to the other sports. So I still contend that NASCAR cards are priced where they should be. All other hobbies should probably be just a few ticks above that. They shouldn't be these exorbitant, crazy prices that nobody can afford. Um, I just don't see it. So to recap, my hot take is: NASCAR cards are appropriately priced. They're where they should be. Everything else is way too freaking high.
And look at an F1 product like Sapphire, and then it's overpriced to begin with, and the people there start, oh, it's a super premium product. It's worth more immediately.
No,
No,
that's
it's
not
not.
true.
It's not
Yeah,
true at all. So
there's a lot of hype to make people think that.
Well, I think the NASCAR collector is a little different than some of the F1, and I don't want to say IndyCar. We were talking about this the other day. How many years have NASCAR cards been produced every year since 1988? So the season collectors, they know. The F1 collectors are kind of new. IndyCar collectors, they've had new releases here the last couple of years, but they haven't released year in year out for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. So
Okay,
new folks are coming into it, but I think you're onto something there, Logan.
I think we're normally priced, and as you say all the time, Val, we are the last affordable sport, and I honestly don't want to see it go to the stratosphere, because then the cards that I want to get, I won't be able to afford anymore. So I'm happy with where it's at. And I'm glad I don't collect, really for the most part, any of this ultra modern stick and ball, basketball, football, whatever cards. I'm glad I don't collect them, because I couldn't. There's no way, and guys, I don't see how collectors can afford it, honestly. So that's my take. It's my hot take.
You ready for King's Court? Meech, you want to stay for King's Court?
Yeah, I got nothing better to do.
Okay. All right. You ready, Logan?
I'm ready for the hat swap.
Okay.
All right, I ate some imperial margarine, so I got my crown. All right, you guys ready for King's Court this week? This is honorable mention number 1. This was on the 1st of July. It is a Richard Petty 2023 Donruss Race Kings Black Finite Optic Prism autograph, 1 of 1. They were asking $499.99 for this card. Misha, how much you think it went for?
Well, I'm worried about that zero feedback. I'm gonna say 375.
You are dang close, man. 350. So not bad for a Richard Petty 1 of 1. I love that card, man.
That is a very aesthetically pleasing card.
Yeah, the black and that white fire suit, and then the auto right there.
The
Very
light
nice.
blue with the petty with the diamond on it. Oh, perfect.
Oh yeah, man. I love it. It's a great card. But I think that's a good price for it. I think that's probably fair. I mean, what do you think, Misha?
Yeah, I could see it. If it grades a 10, I think you could probably get $500 for it because that's one of the best looking petty autos in modern NASCAR stuff. I'd say.
Yeah, and he actually did a pretty good job signing that sticker.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So, all right, cool. So, next up is honorable mention number 2. This is on the 26th of June. 2020 Panini Donruss Optic Racing Kyle Larson, 1 of 1. We love gold. There you go.
I don't know why I don't have it. I
Gold vinyl. I think we're going to have to, before the show, we're going to have to go through and make sure we have everything on these. Because
well, I did have it.
eBay's messing you up.
Yeah, no, I did have it, but I don't know. I can try to get it if you want. Here, give me a minute. But if you want to talk about it,
Yeah, I'll talk about it real quick. It's a 1 of 1 gold vinyl Prism Auto. Um, the seller was asking $599 for this card, and this card actually went for $475. It's a 2020 Donruss Optic. So I think that's a pretty stellar price for that card.
He wasn't even in a Hendrick car at that point.
No, he was not. He was.
So that's big money for a non Hendrick Larson.
So yeah, that's it right there on top.
If you look at the price trends, his Ganassi stuff sells 25-30% less than his Hendrick stuff.
That's true. That's true. But except for his rookie stuff. But anyway, yeah, that's a great card right there. It's Kyle Larson. To me right now, and I'm sure you guys have heard me say this before. I think he's the Mario Andretti of this generation because Mario was one of the most versatile racers I've ever seen in my life, and I think Kyle Larson fits that same mold as well. Plus, he has a good autograph, comparatively speaking.
his hasn't changed much either.
No, it really hadn't.
That's a great card.
Yeah, it's a cool card, man. All right. Next up is our Joker of the Week. This is on the 2nd. It was actually today, 2nd of July, 2025 Parkside IndyCar Collection Ed Carpenter Auto Sketch Card, 1 of 10. It's a dog sketch. Man, that's a rough looking card. But they were asking $499.99 for this. And guess what, guys? You'll never guess how much this card sold for. What do you all think?
460.
Lower,
400.
higher,
420.
a little bit higher,
450.
425. for a sketch card. That's amazing.
My issue is they're out of 10. Those should be one-on-ones.
Yeah, well, they should be. And that brings up an interesting point. But I doubt seriously if you guys could get the drivers to do any sketch cards for you.
If we sat them down, and we could get it done. It's just catching them on the right race weekend.
Right. Where they can go into their motor coach and sit down for a little bit and doodle away, and you can grab them up from them.
SP on card Donruss Autos 2026.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry, I had something in my throat.
I understand. But yeah, this is a cool card, man. Um, very, very, very cool. I guess his dog's name starts with a B, maybe.
He used two different markers.
Yeah. So I like that. I like that card. I think that's a great idea. Like I said, I'd love to see Panini do something like that. But like I said, the NASCAR drivers, in my opinion, seem to have gotten jaded about all this. Some of them even have pouty faces.
We
But
have sketch cards in 2025 Donruss Racing or Donruss Baseball this year.
do
Oh
you
wow.
really? That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
See, I think Parkside got them when they were doing their media.
Yeah. Parkside also has much more access to more events. They can be on the ground more with the drivers.
Right.
Well, I think it's Michael who's doing the majority of corralling and getting stuff done.
They can be more dedicated with a smaller team
Yeah.
and not many licenses.
This is true. Yeah, you guys are stretched kind of thin with all your different licenses, so I get it. But yeah, you're right. He used two different markers. He's used black for the little whiskers, and I guess it looks like he used me. No, yeah, that's it. He just used black for the whiskers, and then I think blue for everything else. So that's a pretty cool
Right.
card. I like that card. I think it's
Yeah.
funny.
It is funny. It's nice.
$425. All right. So next up is our Jack of the Week. This is our young driver. This was on the 27th of June, 2024 Panini Select Racing Trackside Tiger Stripe Prism Carson Hocevar. Case hit. Is this really a case hit?
Those are rare, yes.
Okay,
That is a retail case hit.
gotcha. Well, they were only asking $99.99 for this, which I think was cheap to begin with. But they took a best offer of $75 for Carson Hocevar.
If it's not a rookie, no one cares. That's the issue. Like you're still
Yeah.
getting a card numbered, or it's not numbered, but it's super limited. And I'm not talking a three-digit number.
Wow.
So
Well, unless you're a host of ours, nobody's going after him. I hate to say it,
yeah,
or people don't have a cheat sheet and know, okay, this is tough, and they're looking for him. Most
that's
of
where I want people to figure out trends more. Like, oh, track sides and select aren't as common. I'm only getting 2 per box. I'm getting 30 of the grandstands.
but they might notice it. But then if they're trying to sell it, the person buying it might
Yeah,
not know about it and doesn't. When you go to a show, not hardly anybody's got any
we have to
singles.
inform the collector on this. That's why I really
Gotta
stress
inform the
3
collector
tiers.
and the seller. Everybody, yes.
But Hocevar is going to win a race here soon. The way he's been driving, I mean, he's been up front.
He's
Oh,
gonna
He,
wreck someone to do it, but he's gonna win it.
well,
he wouldn't be the first or last.
yeah, I'm going to make the comparison. There was a great driver that wrecked a lot of people early in his career as well.
Yep.
So his name was Dale Earnhardt. So
They won a championship in his second season.
yep. So I can see Carson Hocevar winning a race this year, this season before this season is over with. So you heard it from me first, maybe.
All right.
All right, next up, Queen of the Week. This is on the 29th of June, 2022 Prism number 32, Haley Deegan. We love gold. There you go. Yep. Auto 1 of 1. It's only a PSA 6. It says read. I didn't read what the deal is with that card, but apparently it's got a few little issues. but they were asking $399.99 for this card, and it still went for $250.
If I'm the owner of that card, I'm resubmitting.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. I would
So
resubmit.
they said there's a slight panini dimple that is only visible at the right angle. Also above the auto is a print line. Just looking at the card, you can't see any of that. So this is still a very nice card.
Print lines don't cause grades to go lower because it's not an actual surface imperfection. They shouldn't. At least I've heard different things.
Yeah, well, I think that when there are print lines in there, because I remember having a Haley, actually a Haley Deegan, one of
18.
the what was the Red Mojo or whatever it was, the
Mm-hmm.
that had a print line in it, and that really hurt that card. Um, I got it back from the redemptions, the pack redemptions, but and I think PSA does take off for that. If there's a line through there, they take that off because there's other cards, other examples of the same card that won't have it. So that's why they take that off.
And how much did this sell for?
$250
Okay.
still,
Yeah. Okay.
but
I'm
it
I'm
is a
cracking that
gold.
and resubmitting.
Right.
I would be cracking it. I don't do this. I don't partake in Kurt's car care or any of that kind of crap. But somebody could buy that, and they would they could do that if they wanted to. So, and I'm
Or
sure they
use
could
a
probably get that out.
soft cloth and wipe any fingerprints or anything as well.
Yeah, yeah, I
Okay.
think six. Yeah. So yeah, but Haley Dinkins, she's what's she really done lately? Not much, but her again, she's like Danica. Her market is strong.
All right.
All right. So next up's our King of the Week. This is a good card. This is on the 25th of June, 1972 STP Richard Petty NASCAR rookie card. They're asking $21.95 for the King, and they accepted a best offer of $2,000 for that card raw.
Wow.
So it's not a bad looking card. I don't see any of the little brown rust stains on the back of that.
Didn't see that. Looks like maybe there's some
There's a little
scratches
scratch
right
right there,
there.
yeah. But those are tough, as we all know. It is the King. Happy birthday, King! And it's a grail card for a lot of people. It's a NASCAR glamour card. It's on the Mount Rushmore of NASCAR cards. This is one of the greatest cards in our hobby. It's I kind of equate it to, and I think you may be getting ready to say this, Val, but this is our 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle card right here.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go with that.
Oh, look at that! I was reading your mind.
You were.
All right. So next up is our one of one, our ace of the week. It's a 2024 NT National Treasures Racing Tony Breidinger Platinum Blue Auto Relic, one of one. And look how she signed it. Tony B, one of one with a heart.
Was this the same card that sold an episode or two back that was showbid?
I'm trying to remember.
I I think it is.
It may be
Six bids, 885.
$885. Yeah, because I think the last time we saw this card, it was a lot more expensive. If I remember correctly,
Because there's one that she wrote one of one with a smiley face, and one that she did one of one with a heart. As this is obviously the heart version,
yeah, this is the laundry tag heart version.
and the other one, the smiley face has a patch.
Yeah, we may have had the patch. I might could look for it here in a minute, but
I think you
still
had
a cool
both.
card. Tony B. I'm hoping she can do something, man. I want to see one of these ladies just kick some butt and take some names and win some races. I want to see that really, really bad.
Well, I think she's getting the sponsorship. So,
Yeah,
and
she
it,
just picked up Dave and Buster's.
yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll
she's got
see.
Raising Canes.
It
So
takes money. So
So hopefully she can get up there and mix it up and win one of these races, man. I don't care what level she wins at right now. I just want to see her win. So pretty cool card, man. 101. That's a pretty strong price for that. eight
Oh
hundred eighty
yeah,
five bucks for Tony B.
very strong.
Yeah. All right. So lastly, we've got our Royal Flush of the week. This is on the 30th of June. I bid on this card. I bid I bid like $2,100, and you can see where it ended. But this is 1996 Pinnacle Zenith Dale Earnhardt Seven Wonders, serial numbered out of 94, and it's card number WC1. It went out for bidding, as you can tell, and it ended at $2,226.88 with 57 bids. So all I can say to that is, yeah, cha-ching. So I was a player on that one. I bid on it and got beat. I was going to go up, and I said, no, this is as much as I want to spend. So I'm not going to go any further than that. But it's a far cry from the $1 million that somebody's been asking for one of those for a while.
Yeah, it was good to see that it was an auction, and yeah, and I know if there's whatever 94 of these, and a few folks have been trying to bait for the million or tens of thousands of dollars and whatever. So
Yeah, and calling it a NASCAR Grail card, which it's really not.
yeah, I mean, what did the petty go for? It was two
Uh, the
grand.
yeah, the petty went for 2 grand.
Yeah, so this is I'll say artificial scarcity because it was limited by 94, but uh, it's still an awesome card.
It's a cool looking card. I looked at it. I think it's got a soft corner down on, I think, on the bottom right side. I think. Um, but the chipping, it doesn't look like there's really that much bad chipping on the back, because some of them are really chipped up. But this one actually didn't look too bad. That's why I was going to bid on it. I thought, well, maybe if this thing could get an 8, that would be a good thing, because I think that's the highest graded in the population right now for this card is an 8.
Right.
So, but yeah, I was a player. Congrats to whoever got it. I wanted it, and I figured it would go somewhere around this price. That's why I bid 2,100. I thought maybe I might have a chance of getting it. I was going to take some of my national money and go ahead and just bite the bullet and buy it.
Right.
But it's a cool card. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but it's a far cry from being a freaking $1 million Grail card. So I think we kind of put that to rest with this card going out for bidding.
I want to say the one that was at Golden was around this price too. So,
It was. It was. In fact, I think it was a little bit lower than this price.
oh,
And
okay.
but then I think with buyer's premium, it probably went a little higher.
Yeah.
But
Well, there's 94 of them out there.
yeah,
So right now we've seen a few of them sell the last few years. So we'll see how many more come out. We'll just
yeah,
bring more out of the woodwork. So
yeah. I've seen one before that doesn't have any numbers written on the back of it. So I don't know if you've seen that before, Val, or
I
not.
have seen that, and basically that just kind of screams that it was kind of the overrun, just in case. You know how they used to do. They create a few extras to have in case of damage and stuff like that. So that's not saying
Right,
it's not real, but it's not one of the 94, and it was tucked away at the office, whatever, waiting for a redemption or an exchange. I guess should have been the right word. So and then with Pinnacle, you know, bankrupt or going under or whatever, how they get out. So it's a legit car, but it's not one of the 94. So
right.
I saw a person was trying to push it as $1 million card again. Everybody's cards are $1 million.
I mean,
Everybody thinks they have the $1 million card.
yeah, they do. But yeah, so cool card. Wish I could have got it. I didn't get it. But I love that card. I'll get one of these days.
It's really nice. I think I got a wax box or two, and maybe I need to open them up.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them in there. Maybe I should open them up, or maybe get them CT scanned.
There you go.
That's a big thing right now.
All right.
All right, that's it. That's all we got for King's Court.
Why? Where's there? You go. Okay.
What Misha has faded to black.
Yeah, yeah. He dinged a couple times. He was in and out, so I don't know if he's having technical difficulties or whatever. But um, I don't know. Do you have any hashtags here before we go? Another
Yeah,
long show.
I'll do a couple. Hashtag PSA 10, hashtag it's so shiny, and hashtag we love gold. There you go. Yeah, and hashtag Ty freaking Gibbs. He's going to win a race, I think, this year. He's really in the last several races he has really stepped it up. So I'm expecting good things from him.
Well, I was thinking you were talking about host of our and Ty Gibbs battling that out. Let's see which one will win the race.
That would be cool. I'd actually like to see that.
So
Also, check out the Racing Card Hall of Fame at racingcardhof.com. And before you know it, dude, we'll be voting for the third class.
we will.
It's a few months from now. Yeah.
It's already the start of July. So
Yeah. Won't
uh,
be long.
so for me and Logan and Misha, thanks for watching the show. Appreciate it. Have a safe race weekend. Give us a thumbs up if you like the show. Subscribe. We'll give you a shout out. And I don't know, leave some comments. Let us know what you like about the show, what you don't like the show, your take on the hot topic, the hot
Yeah.
take.
Yeah. And don't blow off any fingers during the 4th of July. That would be
Yes,
bad.
everybody have a safe Fourth. Yes, uh, you never
That's it.
know. All
That's
right,
all I
well,
got, brother.
all right. I guess we're out of here. Bye.